This deck has been flying under the radar, and it has a great matchup into Silvally Rampardos. Pairing up two old meta powerhouses in one deck has some great results in ranked, nearly taking you up to the next Ultra Ball rank in one sitting. What's cracking, everybody? Pheramosa here. The deck that has been putting Silvally Rampardos in its place is none other than this mess, Giratina and Magnezone. Both of these Pokemon have the ability to generate their own energy, which gives them great synergy in this deck and versatility in a ton of matchups. Despite Magnezone being a Stage 2 evolution, we don't want to be running Rare Candy, and that's because of Magneton. Magneton's ability Volt Charge allows you to attach one electric or lightning energy from your energy zone per turn to that Pokemon. You can start stacking that energy, which we can make use of until it's time to evolve into Magnezone and smash the opponents for 110 damage with Thunder Blast. Since we're running this deck on Psychic Energy, we're splashing Tapu Koko into the deck, which is going to allow us to punish high energy attaching Pokemon, as well as set up some snipe plays for Cyrus. Thanks to Giratina's ability Broken Space Bellow, this deck doesn't mind going first or second because Giratina can attach energy to itself to end the turn regardless of when you go first or second. However, I think that going first has more benefits with this deck because it allows you to evolve Magneton earlier and start stacking energy as early as turn 3. Our stash of item cards is going to include 2 Pokeballs for typical consistency, 1 copy of Giant Cape to be able to keep things healthy enough to survive if they need to, and 1 copy of Repel, which is sort of like Sabrina, except the opponent's active needs to be a basic, and that allows them to switch in a different Pokemon from their bench upon using it. It can set up some really nice disruption plays, especially with Skullfossil and Silvally Rampardos. We are packing a pretty standard supporter lineup with 2 Research, 1 copy of Cyrus since we're going to be running Tapu Koko, a Guzma to pitch those pesky tools, a Pokemon Center Lady for heals and cleansing, and a copy of Mars because she can win games on her own just by being in your hand in the early game at the right time, and also allows you to cement some comeback plays if the opponent's got some points already. All in all, this deck handles pretty well like you would expect from a Giratina deck. It's consistent and has a lot of damage pressure. I think the meta is finally starting to shift away from a focus on Giratina, which is good to see. Today's games were almost entirely against grass decks, even though I was going hunting for the Silvally Rampardos deck. It's good to see that this deck can hold its own against other meta decks instead of just the one specific matchup that it was made to be able to counter. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this deck in the current meta down in the comments. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe as it helps the channel grow, and as a small YouTuber myself, I appreciate each and every one of those. Thanks for tuning in. Now, let's see the deck in action. Alright, first game was some Giratina sauce. Grass deck. Okay. Alright, but at what point is it worth it? I'm gonna put Lele forward and Giratina on the back, right? Because I figured that was gonna be there. Okay. Do we Mars right away here? Decidueye, Pheramosa. I have a choice to make. This is not a very energy heavy deck, so Tapu Koko is really not going to do me a whole lot here. But I'll go ahead and throw this Mars down just in case. I mean, it's dropping them from 4 to 3 cards anyway, so... Pheramosa. They got every basic now. I was waiting for them to Rare Candy Decidueye anyway, man. It's usually how it goes. Okay. Because if I repel, they're just going to bring the other Pheramosa in anyway. That's what I was hoping for. They would put the energy on the Rowlet so that Lele can start to hit it. Attack, okay. Not going to be able to get my other... any of my Magnetons, apparently. That's not allowed. Right, so... what's our target? Right, what do we want to hit? Let's go for the energy arrow into the Rowlet. Tell Erica or something, I'm sure. I'm probably gonna end up sacking the Magnemite. I was thinking about waiting to play it until I ended up getting a Magneton in hand, but I didn't want to have to wait the turn. Another splitting damage to Giratina again. More deck thinning at least. I can just keep going with Lele at this point. I mean, why not snipe the snipe deck? Now the rare candy comes down. Okay, or they can Iono. That's fine, my hand sucked anyway. And it still does. And it still does. We have the Guzma for the Leaf Cape, though. Rocky Helmet. It's fine. Okay. I'll just replace the Magnemite once it goes down. Never mind. About time that showed up. It's sitting at literally at 40 HP, man. It buys it an extra couple of turns at least. Okay, do I take the KO or do I want to do 40 damage with the Lele here? They have another Leaf Cape in there somewhere. No. I'll just do the 40. Hey, Erica. Ah, of course they do. Okay. Hey, you're gonna get a second point from me pretty soon here, buddy. I don't like that. I have to keep my Tapu Lele alive. Magneton, or getting Magnezone would be nice. All right, I don't need. It's just not, it's not Guzma time yet. Can we get the Magnezone? Now gives us a nice chunky HP advantage to have again. I feel like at this point I might as well just put my Giratina down and start loading it up. I'll hit that one because I can Guzma away the cape at any point now and KO it. It's gotta be frustrating not to draw a Decidueye or rare candy, whatever they're waiting on. This many turns. Oof. Okay. At this point, it's not going to go back over 100 HP no matter what I do. I'm going to get rid of this now. I'm just going to use Guzman now. And I'm going to force up that Rowlet. Once I can get rid of the Rowlet, I'm pretty much locked in to win the game. Stop healing it. Please. Why would you give it 3 energy? That just lets me KO it in 1 turn. Trainer, no! Trainer, no! That is a huge misplay. I should have probably caped the Giratina, but it's fine. After this turn, they're not going to be able to do anything with their Decidueyes anyway. They just kind of lose now. It's 20 per energy. The right play would have been to not detach at all. Magnezone's been chomping at the bit to get some action. There we go. Nice. Getting close to being out of UB1 again. Cannot believe they knocked me all the way back down to UB1, dude. Alright. Going second. Let's see what we get. Grass again. Alright, Giratina in front. We have the Magneton right away. We have the Pheramosa, as I would expect. Okay. This time we got to deal with the Buzzwole deck. Okay. Why are we... Oh. Okay. Sure, man. Let's put some energy up. I get Magneton down and generate its own energy immediately. Now they'll start thrustering. Yeah. There's thrusters because they can, I suppose. Alright, the nice thing here is that we get to evolve the Magnemite next turn. And it gives it a little bit more of an HP buffer. Good. Don't do anything else. Just attack me. Just attack me. Hit me, baby, one more time. There we go. Okay, we'll go... Oh, they're going to hit the Lele instead. Interesting. Okay. We have the full line now in hand. Okay. Now we just start to get swinging. Just start swinging after this, right? After this, I can start putting down my Giratina for to start building that up. Alright. I'm going to try and take out my Tapu Lele, which is fine with me. I do have another one. And because of that, I don't feel like I have to evolve this right now. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop... I mean, my Giratina is going to go down anyway at this point. Get rid of the Pheramosa. Probably fine. Buzzwole can't hit me with a big hit. No, I hit the wrong button! Oh no, I hit the wrong button. Alright, well. This may or may not be in the video now. I may have just given them the one turn that they needed, because Buzzwole gets to come in and smack me silly now very shortly. Perhaps the thing I could do here now is retreat. And start pinging the Buzzwole. They're probably puzzled, like, why didn't I attack? I would be too, man. Alright, now they're splitting the damage. Okay. Okay. Now. Do I take away their Celesteela? I'm definitely going to evolve into Magneton or Magnezone now. It's definitely time. Now they have to cape their Buzzwole or Erica the Buzzwole to keep it from getting knocked out here. And if they don't bring it forward, I've got a few turns. No, they Erica, then they'll bring it forward, I'm sure. Now they'll come and smack it. Ultra Thrusters, Big Beat. No? Interesting. Okay. See, if I could just get that damage to stay on that Buzzwole and they don't have their second Erica, I can Cyrus it in, get rid of it, and then that's one of the biggest threats gone. Without having to give up my Giratinas. Putting energy on the Celesteela. Are they going to Erica again? I swear, every time I face this deck, they always have both Ericas every time. So them not having Erica would be a very pleasant surprise. Leaf Cape's not enough, buddy. Leaf Cape's not enough. Trying to make a move. They stay in. That's pretty good. I'll bring Magnezone forward so I don't have to give up 2 points. Magnificent. Magnezone can one-shot the rest of their board. And we have Repel to put any of these two things back in front of us. So they basically need to pull a Buzzwole here. And if they do, we can Repel it into the back. Otherwise, good game. Last-ditch attempt to get that Buzzwole in. There it is. And we get to repel the Buzzwole. Good game. Good game. Alright. Second. Another... Dude, it's like everybody has stopped touching Silvally Rampardos and everybody's trying to beat it with Buzzwole. Or Decidueye. Some grass deck. Oh, it's Sprigatito. Well, that is not a good matchup. At least we're going second. Which means they're not going to get the energy right away. Or get to do the deck thinning thing that they like to do. But I'm sure that they'll have a rare candy Meowscarada very quickly. Very quickly. At least I'm guaranteed to not get Lele. Would have liked to have Magnezone around, but I can't be greedy, I guess. So we have Mars for them next turn, which is going to be really nice, I think. They can evolve once, or I guess if they just want a rare candy. But they'll probably want to hold on for just a bit to search first, because they know that they'll have time to do that. Or they could just drop our candy Meowscarada in the back, and my Mars just suddenly feels bad. Cry for help. Cry for help and end. Oh, Mars would be crazy. Floragato. Okay. They're not interested in searching, but this is still a good Mars, I think. I think that I'd rather Mars than research here. Just 5 down to 3, and the fact that they likely have Meowscarada in hand if they're already trying to evolve the Floragato. Okay, let's do this. They'll drop Meowscarada anyway. Damn it! This allows me to swing once, and then the Tapu Lele can come after and defeat it. They can take the 2 points, and that's fine. Okay. They just go straight for it. They don't heal. They don't do anything, hopefully. Nice. Okay. I can now get rid of Meowscarada. Bomb bomb. Now start to do this as well. Now, I could repel. No, it's not a basic. I can't repel. No, we're just going to get rid of the Meowscarada. It's built. I'm getting rid of it. Bye-bye. Alright, if Tapu Lele can live for like 1 turn, and if I can get my Magnezone out, I'll be okay. Drop the Rowlet. They top deck the Pokeball, I'm pretty sure. Their Star Tricks. Do they have Decidueye in hand as well? Because if they do, I'm going to have a bad time. I mean, honestly, though, like, if they have Decidueye, I just lose anyway. Right? I'm not really 100% sure that it matters. So I'm just going to play to the win condition that the last card in their hand is not a Decidueye. And that's it. And if it is, I lose. It's that Decidueye. Oh no. Well, like I said, if they have Decidueye, I lose. So, good game. Nothing I can do about that. We're going to try this one more time. Well, more than one more time, but with the gist fighting, and all we get in the Magnezone line. Incredible. Ah, time to get Rampardos. Please put down your Skull Fossil. No, you want to. Alright, at least we're not taking an extra 20 damage. But they put down Silvally next turn and we lose anyway, so it really doesn't matter. Now, however, this Mars might be helpful. They're planning to evolve next turn. I'm going to take that away from them. 6 down to 3. That's a pretty solid... There's a pretty solid thing here, I think. I think I have to keep my Magneton, though. Took away my Magnezone, man. Took away my Magnezone, man. It took away my win condition. At least they don't have Silvally yet. Alright. Now I'm going to try to make some interesting plays here. I'm not trying to stop it. Alright, now the fact that they are not able to get Silvally, I'm hoping that that means they are not going to top deck Silvally. But if it does, if that's what it means, I'm going to hit them for Tapu Lele and I'm going to force them into a very hard place to be. They got the Gladion. And they're going to have the Silvally now. Statistically, they should have Silvally right now. Yep. Of course. Now I need to sit here and stall until Giratina can take this thing out. Oh boy. Okay. Look, man, I'm gonna get ready for this Magnezone. We top deck Magnezone for the dub. Oh! Glorious. Glorious. Terrible start to an overwhelmingly strong finish. Thanks, Mars. See what we are going to grab now. Get to go first. And we have double Tina. I'm not sure how I feel about this, but we'll just have to see, I guess. And it's against Tapu Koko. This is a risky one. I don't know how I feel about this one. We'll just build up Tina and see what happens. Tapu Lele gets interesting when the opponent's got energy in the back, but it's a very fast-paced deck. I've been meaning to try this deck, actually. They bore Choreo, of course they do. Of course they do. And a regular Pikachu. And they get to use Plasma, which is already very... Okay. I need to save Guzma for in this matchup. I have to save Guzman. They're gonna go for 90 in next turn. I can one-shot the Tapu Koko, which is nice. But I have very little else that I can do right now. They have to manually attach for Mach Bolt, which means they are Choreos then 2 turns away. I'm not worried about electric belt or plug or whatever it is. Electrical cord. It just kind of depends what comes after. And Spark only hits my bench. Except for when it evolves into a Raichu. Okay. Manual attach. Down comes the cord. Yep. Oh, this Guzma's gonna feel really good. Oh, really? They even have red and cape? Man. I mean, I'll get rid of this Koko. I guess I'll take my... I will take my Giratina. I will take the L on my Giratina. Or I could cape my Giratina. And there's a whole lot of nothing they can do about it. Things are looking up for us still. We're good. I am not despaired yet. They don't get this energy back. They concede. That was it. That was the play. Good game. Okay. If I could stop bricking, that would be great. Well, transparency. There will be games cut out because I keep bricking. Okay. Tapu in the lead. Put Giratina down. And I'm sure they've got Celesteela, Pheramosa. Oh, there it is. Here we go again. I'm seeing nothing but these today. Opening hand for me at least seems decent enough. Research. Ball. Okay. Repel doesn't do a whole lot in this matchup. I guess I'm just thinning the deck at this point. There we have it. Okay. Color me surprised. They're going to attack with Pheramosa. How could I ever have guessed? Ah, leaf caping the Pheramosa. A classic maneuver. They're just going to go after my Magnemite. It's kind of the reason where they're going to go after my Giratina. Okay. Right at the moment, I'm not hard-pressed to... I'm not really hard-pressed to do much here, except just kind of chill on this for a moment. I have to take an extra turn, but it's fine. I can delete the Pheramosa next turn. They're not dropping a Buzzwole or anything else down, so this looks like a pretty good hand, or a pretty good situation for me. Just based on the way they're playing, they don't have anything else. Okay. I don't need the cape right this moment. I'll just come in and start swinging with Giratina. I also have Repel, so whatever they put down next, I can maul the Celesteela. I think I'm gonna hold on to my heels and just go for the damage right now. Like, I feel like none of these cards are necessary. They can stay right where they are in my hand. Until they Mars me. Well-timed Mars. I get to Mars them back. Okay. I will be taking away this other one as well. This is probably... Yeah, but I don't want to give them any other cards, right? Like, they don't... It doesn't feel like they have a good enough hand for me to want to Mars away. Like, their hand seems like it's pretty bad. I imagine now they drop the Buzzwole to prevent me from getting a knockout, though. Having Repel was kind of my safeguard to victory. Ah, they're going for the Lucamine Hail Mary coin flip attack. Wish I had Mars now. Of course they get it. They always get it. Oh, goodness. Now everything's coming down to a coin flip, and I kind of hate it, I'm not going to lie. Having a Magneton at any point would have been really helpful here. I'm not going to lie. Now I just have to hope they don't get a coin flip win. Yep. They win the coin flip, they win the game. That's it. Oh, yes, that feels so good now. Thank goodness. Not a single Magneton that whole time. Concede good game. Alright, cool. Wow. Alright, got one more game left in me. Let's see what we can pull out of our hats here. Going second into another grass deck. It's like I can tell it's coming. It's like I just know. They're everywhere. And only when I'm not playing fire. I played a fire deck, none to be found. Now, they're everywhere. The Pokeball and what I draw here is kind of going to be really important. Ah, okay. You'll get double Pokeball. Hopefully one of these nets a Magnemite, and the other one nets the Giratina. That's kind of best case scenario for me right now. RNG finally goes in my favor. Not something I get to say very often. Okay. The Pheramosa smack around. Oh, yeah. And they want the Giratina. It's always interesting. They always go for the Giratina first. I assume there's a good reason for it. Probably wanting to apply it for Cyrus for later in the game or something. Let's go for Broken Space Bellow. And be prepared to start smacking things very soon here. Is it worth it for me to mark? Right, so what's the play here? Obviously, we're going to Volt Charge. I have the option to use Repel. I want them to bring up the Kartana. That is more of a threat to me than the Pheramosa is. But I'm not sure if they'll do it. Let's just see what they do, because I can attack with... They bring in the Celesteela. Okay. That's fine. I didn't think they were going to just bring the Kartana forward and sacrifice it, but I wanted to do that. Just to see what they would do. Because, like, Repel doesn't do a whole lot in this matchup, for the most part. Right, they're going to bring the Pheramosa up. So I can Cyrus in the Kartana and get rid of it next turn. Okay. It's good to see the research, but for right now, I'm going to hold off. I want to get rid of the Kartana, more importantly. I want this Kartana gone. 40 damage is nothing to sneeze at right now. I can take 20 in the front, 20 in the back, but I cannot deal with 40 in one shot right now. And then they drop another Kartana anyway. But hey, you know what? Okay. I'm going to assume that they did not have that Celesteela up until just now. There's no reason to play 2. That's kind of why I prefer not to. Let's play the 1. Red. Fair. Fair play. I can Center Lady away some of this damage. I would like to research, but I need to keep things alive. I'll attach the extra energy in case I can mount some form of retreat. Get rid of the Pheramosa. So unless they top deck another Pheramosa, we're safe. And they basically... they're doing the same thing again, right? Like, they have to go for the Celesteela for the coin toss. I have a 1 in... basically a 1 in 2 chance of drawing my Magnezones next turn with research. If they do take the KO. Of course they do. Of course they do. I need Magnezone. I need Magnezone. You cannot deny me. They're not at the bottom of my deck. You cannot. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good game. I said 1 more and then I lied. Okay, psychic deck. Tapu. 1 Pokeball, kind of awkward. It's Ghastly. Oof. This is not good. It's always when I say 1 more and then I get decks like this that I know are going to beat me because of just the way that they're made. Man! Like, my opener was awful. Okay? I'm gonna just try to mitigate a rare candy Gengar moment here. We give him the research. Sounds legit. There's a Ghastly. It's a rare candy, man. Don't need supporters to KO the Gengar, thankfully. Okay. Do we get to mount the comeback and just that Giratina is going to run over everything? Because if we can, that'd be great. That's about the only way that I think I see myself coming out of this. Magneton gets to start setting up in the back. Also nice. Okay. Go ahead and run over this Gengar. Get my point back here. All right. Kind of popping off all over the place now. At this point, I just want to put them within range of 1 point. And if they spooky shot me next turn, what is it for? Not 70 for Gengar, is it? I don't think it's 70. Not rage quitting, are they? Man, you think this is bad? Just wait till you see all the people running around Rampardos right now. There you go. They did not draw the Gengar that they needed.